about that as raising authoritative information. But then we also talk about removing information that is problematic. Of course, anything that is medically unsubstantiated, so people saying like, take vitamin C, take turmeric, like those all will cure you. Those are the examples of things that would be a violation of our policy. Anything that would go against World Health Organization recommendations would be a violation of our policy. And so remove is another really important part of our policy.
Welcome back, everybody, to Crow of Judgment, and today we are talking about what a terrible human being Susan Wojcicki is, and how the World Health Organization has been consistently wrong and stated several times terrible information to the public. And honestly, it's to the point where I'm actually going to agree with Tariq Nasheed, who I personally do not like. I think this man is a terrible human being, but when you're right, you're right. And in this situation, he was 100% correct. Now, before we begin the video, please do me a favor, drop a like on this video, leave a comment, even if that comment is, Crow, they are going to straight up come for your channel after this one. And then when you're done leaving that comment, hit subscribe for however long my channel lasts. Anyways, let's talk about this one. Hashtag YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki says anything that goes against the World Health Organization is a violation of YouTube policies. All content that isn't quote-unquote medically substantiated, such as advising people to take vitamin C, will be removed by the platform. This is called censorship, folks. Hashtag shaking my head. And again, I do not like Tariq Nasheed as a person. If you want to go through his Twitter timeline, this dude's a jackass, but he is 100% correct here. This is big tech censorship, and the World Health Organization has been wrong. Now, one example I want to go over right now is actually from ScienceAlert.com, and it's the World Health Organization has admitted an error in its assessment of the Wuhan coronavirus risk. You might be thinking, well, is it really their fault? Well, I would say so. See, here's the thing. We have this image. Now, this was from January 2nd, Global Times News. Police in central China's Wuhan arrested 8 people spreading rumors about local outbreak of unidentifiable hashtag pneumonia. Previous online posts said it was SARS. Now, SARS is a COVID virus. Obviously, COVID-19 is a COVID virus. Yes, there were whistleblowers. This was news. This was public. And the World Health Organization ignored this, ignored the fact that China was, going after people spreading news about COVID-19 as it was breaking out in China, and ran this to the public, to everybody. Preliminary investigations conducted by the Chinese authorities have found no clear evidence of human-to-human transmission of the novel hashtag coronavirus 2019 and COVID, and identified in hashtag Wuhan, hashtag China. Yeah. So if they are the World Health Organization, they are the officials. This is their fucking job, and they completely royally fucked it up. What else, though? What else do you say that they got wrong? Well, how about this? Recommendations for international traffic. World Health Organization continues to advise against the application of travel or trade restrictions to countries experiencing COVID-19 outbreaks. In general, evidence shows that restricting the movement of people and goods during public health emergencies is ineffective in most situations. Guys, everybody, Dr. Fauci, Biden, who originally called the move xenophobic, has been forced to come back and say, we should have had even stricter travel restrictions. In fact, everybody on the left criticizing Trump right now is saying he didn't go far enough in cracking down. And you have the World Health Organization stating, no, travel restrictions, they're actually bad. They're bad for people. They're bad during a pandemic. Yeah, that's the World Health Organization, everybody. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the actual fact that the leader of the World Health Organization was put into his position by Chinese support. Jesus fucking Christ, right? Remember, even though they have been wrong, even though we have proof that they have been wrong, if you call them out, if you criticize them, YouTube has deemed that to be misinformation. even though they themselves have said that they have been wrong, and we can see evidence that they have been wrong. They have spread misinformation, whether intentionally or otherwise, although I'm going to say it might be intentional only because the person who leads that trash organization was put into his position with Chinese support. Oh gosh. Does it get better? Yes, it does! How about this? Now, this was breaking from Fox News 6 days ago. Sources believe coronavirus outbreak originated in Wuhan lab as part of China's effort to compete with U.S. Now, this was by Bret Baier. Bret Baier is not he's not an opinion person. He is not Sean Hannity or Tucker Carlson. He is a straight-laced news person, and he is reporting that they do have sources that are claiming that this virus came from a lab, which makes sense because we have seen other news sources that state that the U.S. was concerned because they were not properly containing their viruses. They were not working with proper safety precautions when they were dealing with these types of viruses. And we also know that China, their Wuhan lab, was working on viruses from bats. And where did the outbreak come from? But the World Health Organization says evidence suggests coronavirus originated in animals and was not produced in a lab. And you know what's really terrible about this? People now, because the World Health Organization has said this, because YouTube is going to censor anybody talking about it. Hopefully I slip under the radar being such a small channel, although who fucking knows, really? Coronavirus very likely of animal origin. No sign of lab manipulations. How about the fact that the fucking virus has HIV in it, you fucking nutjobs? All available evidence suggests the coronavirus originated in bats and was not a laboratory construct. Maybe, although there's nobody who can state why the virus transferred from bats to humans. And there does seem to be manipulation of the virus. We have seen those reports as well. So I'm so confused, right? Why the World Health Organization, who, and maybe you want to say, you know, Crow, you're wrong, you're getting this wrong. The World Health Organization, yeah, they've been wrong in the past before, but for the most part, they've been right. Hey, that's fine if you want to have that opinion. I completely disagree. But explain to me how an organization that has been wrong in the past, now if they state something, it is gospel. It is literally the word of God, and if you question it, you'll be blasphemed off the fucking platform. What the literal fuck, Susan Wojcicki?